Okay, this time, plot the graph y equals 2x minus 3, and it's for x from minus 5 up to 2. So the first thing I'll do is make my table of values. So I'm going to start with x, and I've got to go from minus 5, because it says minus 5 up to 2. Notice a little underneath, that means you can be equal to it. So it's minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, and 2. And with each of those, I've got to find out my corresponding y value. For that, I'm probably going to use a flow diagram, or a machine rule, or a chain rule. And it's that the y number is the x number times by minus 2, then add 3. So to write that down here, I'm going to do x, my starting number. I times it by negative 2, so negative 2 in the box, and a times sign, and then I'm going to add 3. And that will give me my y value. Slightly more difficult than the last one because we've got times by a negative, but we ought to be able to do it. So first of all, let's start not with a negative number, let's start with an easy number like 1. 1 times by minus 2 is 1 times 2 is 2, times a minus is positive, negative. Add the 3, should be just 1. 2 times minus 2 is minus 4, add 3 is minus 1. Hard to see the difference here, let's do 0. 0 times by minus 2 will be 0, 0 add 3 is 3. It looks like it's going up in 2s. We're adding 2s as we moved across to the left. So we think this one is probably going to be 5. Let's check and see. Minus 1 times minus 2. Well, 1 times 2 is 2, and minus times a minus is a plus. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Minus 2 times minus 2 is plus 4. Plus 4, add 3 is 7. So it is going up. We don't need to keep going through this all the time now. We can just see what the pattern is. It's going up in 2s, 9, 11, 13. Now I've got to plot my graph. The first thing I've got to do is label the correct axes on the graph. I want to go from x being minus 5 to 2, and it looks like I've got enough squares to do that here on this piece of graph paper. So 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Just fits on. The x numbers have to go from minus 5 up to 2. So I'm at 0 there. So that will be 1, that will be 2. It looks like it fits on. The y values have got to go from positive 13 all the way down to minus 1. I should have put a y in there. So if we use 1 square as a number, will it fit on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We make it up and say that it just fits on there. That would be 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just say 10 is definitely there. We can miss out one little one if we need to. And that there will be minus 1. Let's put the halfway mark on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How past that when we're plotting our graph. Okay then, now it's just a simple case. Plot the points. Start again with the easy ones, the positive ones. So 0, 3, none along, 3 up is there. 1 along, 1 up, 1 along, it's looking a bit different, 1 up is going to be there. 2 along, and it's minus 1 is there. Let's do some other ones. Minus 1, x is minus 1, we're on 5. Minus 2 is 7. Minus 3. Begin to see here that the pattern is every time we go back 1 square, it goes up 2. That's because the gradient is 2. I can now get my straight line tool. You can get your ruler. And we can draw a nice line through all those points, and it will carry on up to there. That's my graph drawn. That'll be 3 out of the 4 marks for this question. The last bit is, when you've plotted the graph, use it to solve 10 equals minus 2x plus 3. We've swapped the y for a 10. So we need to look up on our axis and see where y equals 10. Because instead of y, we've got 10. Everything else about the formula there, or the equation there, was the same. So I'm going to get a different colour pen so it's easy to see. You read across from y equals 10. You read across to a line with your ruler. And then you read down from your line. And you actually write this on the paper. So you can now find out what the x value would be. The x value is going to be what the x value is here, where it crosses. So just work it out. -1, -2, -3, -4. So that line there must be -3.5. So you can write here to finish it off, when when y equals 10, x equals -3.5. And you've got that extra bonus mark. It's really important you draw those lines in there to show how you came by that value of -3.5. I'm looking quickly at my graph there. Am I happy with it? I'm not happy I'm going to get all the marks in the exam there because I've missed some key things out. I forgot to say that this was the y-axis. I forgot to say that this was the x-axis. And most importantly, I forgot to label the graph. People usually write it along the graph at the top here. I'm just going to draw an arrow and point onto it there. And that's the graph y equals -2x plus 3. There. 4 full points for you. Hope that was useful to you. See you soon.